this video, we'll begin our discussion of molecular evolution. Molecular evolution is the study of how genetic material, DNA, RNA, and proteins, changes over time. It examines the mechanisms that generate genetic variation, which are mutation and recombination, the evolutionary forces that shape it, things like selection, drift, and gene flow, and the patterns these processes produce across genomes, populations, and species. One of the key things we focus on when studying molecular evolution is homologous genes. Homologous genes are genes in different organisms or the same organisms that are derived from a common ancestral gene. Two categories of homologous genes are orthologous genes or orthologs, which are those found in different species, and paralogs, which are homologous genes found within a single species. Paralogs describe genes that have been duplicated in a genome, and often paralogs form gene families. So let's look at an example. The globin gene family is the classic example. This gene family is found in many animals, and here we have amino acid sequences for the alpha and the beta globin genes in humans and horses. If we zoom in on the aligned amino acid sequences, we see some interesting results. Let's begin with the alpha globin gene. All right, if we look in the red box, we see pretty good alignment of the horse and human alpha globin genes with changes in position 4, 15, 19, and 24. All the rest are the same. Now, if we compare the alpha globin gene to the beta globin gene just in humans, we see many more differences. Remarkably, the human alpha and horse alpha globin genes are more similar than the human alpha and human beta globin genes. So, what does this mean? Let's start with the basics. The globin genes in humans and horses are homologous because of their shared evolutionary relationships. But here we see the ortholog sequences are more similar than the paralog sequences. So, what does that tell us about their evolution? This lower similarity suggests that the gene duplication that created the alpha and beta globin genes occurred before the evolutionary divergence of horses and humans. In fact, if we zoom in on this paralog, we see that it has an estimated divergence of about 400 million years ago. That's well before mammals are even thought to have existed. So here we see just one example of how scientists can use molecular data to understand the evolution of organisms and the genes that they contain.